All right, hey yo, what's going on, all my gamers, all my gotcha community gamers? So I'm like like if I'm hitting you with the Wind God Fist from Reina, dude, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. This is gonna be a little bit of a heavier video. We're gonna talk about the timeline of Braxaphone and Atsu. Now, I myself was not around during this time. I think I came exactly after this whole event, so I don't really know much about how this all started and how this all really came to be because I wasn't there myself. But Hexjuice, the ever so talented Hexjuice, is made a video of the timeline, so I was like, I gotta react to it because I myself want to learn as to what happened, because to avoid making mistakes in the future, we got to look at our past chats. So let's look at this, and either we either learn to not make these mistakes for the future, or we just get a playbook on how to screw people over. Either or this will be productive, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, let's go.
It's time for the Hexjuice document.
Woo!
Subscribe. That's just a joke. Essentially, I have had a really hard time keeping track of everything that has occurred between Atsu and Braxaphone.
Right.
Mostly because the way it is typically talked about is extremely convoluted and out of order and all of those things.
So I have seen what's going on in the past few days with like Atsu releasing this document, and I'm kind of getting towards the tail end of it. I came towards the tail end of it, so I don't really know the complete order of everything.
So what I have done is I have attempted to make like the timeline of everything we know thus far about the Brax and Atsu like situation.
Let me put these zins in my mouth, and by that I mean this mint.
Because right now there's a lot of
Icebreakers
people talking around
are
it,
addictive
about
to me
it,
for some
and all
reason.
those
Anyways,
things, and it's like really hard to understand like what happened in what order. This is an approximate Brax and Atsu timeline. I think
wow,
that
she wrote it
this
all
has
out. Holy shit.
everything that I need to cover in here. I have done my best to be as detailed as possible. It has been very difficult because I'm having to go through 50,000 words of docs.
Damn.
Like, it's been very difficult.
Chan, I am not the best reader. I'm gonna be so real. I am as illiterate as you can be, which is why I have like my games in English dub and stuff like that. So I'm so glad someone else did this and read it, because I can't read chat.
Get through stating my bias.
I'm gonna like lose the whole point of everything if I try to read it myself.
Because if I just state it up front, then you can't go, well, you're biased. Yes, I am. I'm friends with Brax. I fuck with Brax real heavy. I'm just gonna be real with you. Brax has always been incredibly kind to me.
Brax does seem cool,
sweet, and nice to be around. Just being real. I don't really like Atsu because he strikes me as a deeply manipulative person, and so everything in this is going to
I will say that. I will say that. I guess I have like the benefit of hindsight, but man, just looking at him, he doesn't look trustworthy. But I guess I'm looking at him after knowing what he did. So it's like, yeah, I can see that.
Atsu, and I do fuck with Brax. However, I have at least tried to have this timeline be as accurate as possible. And when I fill things in, hypothetically speaking, it will be biased, that part. But the actual timeline should be accurate. Okay? Does that make sense? We're trying to have nuance here. It's very difficult. I have gotten confirmation that for the most part, this is like accurate. There's not really anything else that needs to be added.
Oh, nice.
The timeline is correct. I obviously can't confirm that also with Atsu, and I'm sure he'd want me to put in a million extra things saying why it wasn't his fault, and it really was Braxaphone's fault because Braxaphone is an evil individual.
Damn you, Braxaphone, with your guides and your...
And he is just a little sweet boy, and everything bad
I don't know what else does.
It's all very, very sad. So, it's verified by a Braxaphone the veracity of the timeline and the order of events and what happened. I can't verify with every fucking person ever. We're gonna start with the very,
very message, everybody.
all of this. This was November 2021. Brax and Atsu met briefly at Anime NYC. Essentially, this was like a sort of friendly encounter. They took a picture together, and Brax was a little bit awkward. Like, that's kind of it. This was not anything crazy. Brax admits that he's a little bit of an awkward goofer gaffer. All right,
I can see that. But I feel like streamers are super awkward.
Next encounter is going to be Anime Expo 2022, which was the next year. Braxaphone brings up a weird VA that was in Atsu's circle. So this is essentially referring to the VA that has been accused by another VA of...
I don't think anyone's actually stated who this was, right? Like, everyone's just been saying that VA, but no one actually says who it is.
Of sexual
Am I wrong about that, chat?
This was somebody that Brax, in his original document, says that Atsu's like friends were friends with, essentially, like they were kind of all mingling together, and
right.
It was awkward, obviously, because it was a little bit of an odd conversation to just be like, yeah, well, what about this person? However, Brax also has clarified that this was because that person that had told him about that voice actor had specifically asked Braxaphone to tell content creators about that voice actor.
Oh, okay.
Was it awkward? Absolutely.
Makes sense.
Would it probably have put anybody a little...
Mr. President, another VA hit another member of the community.
Bit off.
That's not appropriate. I'm so sorry.
But this was because Braxaphone was like asked by the person who had told him about it.
Man, that is about
that voice actor.
That's gotta be wild to put that on
content creators at a party. It's like an after party. Then Atsu takes the same photo again with everyone other than Brax. This is the not the same photo. The versions without Brax are posted by everyone. Brax then posts the photo that he is in, obviously, because he's excited. He took a photo with a lot of other content creators that he probably looked up to a certain degree at the time. But it included the real life face of the VTuber Saki. He did not know that she was a VTuber, did not know who she was. She did not clarify to him who she was. She did not say anything about who she was.
You probably should say something like that.
No one said anything about it. And when he was asked to take it down, he did. That's it.
That's probably something you should say to someone, like, especially if you know that they don't know, or if you don't know that person, you should probably set, like, your boundaries for them, you know? You can't just be like, oh no, they won't know who I am, and especially when this is a group of prominent content creators, you should definitely ask, or even if you want to take picture with a content creator as just a fan, you should probably see how they feel about it, you know? I don't know, that's just me.
He didn't know any better. Nobody told him any better. And it absolutely was something that the VTuber Saki or literally anybody else could have told him. And holding this against him when it is obviously an honest mistake has been a very weird and petty thing to do.
Oh God, Saki, don't get proactive or anything.
A lot of people's
God forbid.
A lot of people's parts, if we can be so honest with each other. There was a OTV party in 2022 in which Atsu and Dish and some of his other friends, they don't say who these other friends are in this car ride.
Name them all.
They say Atsu and Dish and others. But basically he tells Dish and his other friends, unnamed, that he doesn't fuck with Brax. Let me see if I can say...
Is this... Oh, so this is probably like on the same day, like in that same weekend, right?
Exactly.
I assume so.
Said. I don't want to present anything in an untrue way. So let me find Atsu. For context, after the OTV party in 2022,
that's probably in
home,
like
AX. To say I did not trust Braxaphone and felt extremely uncomfortable. Why? He made a serious allegation against a presently active voice actor / actress, calling them a sexual predator at the very first topic of conversation with me at that party, which was odd. Okay, we'll be real. I would have been put off by that as well. That
definitely is weird, but hold on. Let me just read the rest of this.
But yet, I still did not share that information with anybody in the car ride home because these were unsubstantiated allegations. True or false, rumor spreading, especially to this degree, can have such extreme outcomes.
That's very true. You should definitely confirm your sources for something like this. But bro, is that really that? Did that really affect you that much that you're like, oh my God, this guy's weird. I should probably never talk to him again because he said this. You never thought to just be like, huh, I wonder why he said that or something like that. Like I full transparency, I think that's weird too to say to someone, especially when you like, I don't know how close they were at this point, but it definitely is weird to say. But then again, we're all streamers and stuff like that. We're not exactly the most sociable people. You know what I'm saying? So you could probably be like, oh, I wonder, he's kind of weird, but whatever, you know? Just because someone's weird doesn't mean they're not like good people. But that's still like, why did that just be like, oh my God, I never want this person near me again. What a fucking weirdo.
Is exactly what Braxaphone has said. Regardless, of why or how or any of these things.
Man,
This
that
is
must have affected him so
absolutely
much.
Atsu letting his friends know that for no reason in particular, he doesn't fuck with
I
Braxaphone.
don't
Can
like
we agree
him.
upon that? Can we
That what he
shake
sounds
hands
like?
that that's what that is? It doesn't matter what the particular side of that was for Atsu, valid or not. He was still telling his friends that he doesn't trust
Man,
Braxaphone.
fuck, bro. Man, fuck
Dish
him.
also says this in her tweet originally to Braxaphone. I was very confused by Atsu's mistrust, and essentially that she took it seriously and didn't look any further into it. So this is confirmed on multiple levels that this could happen in 2022. I think it's later 2022. It is after Anime Expo. I don't know when all these happen. And
Anime Expo, if anyone is ever wondering, Anime Expo is in like July 4th weekend.
This was to Dish and unnamed other creators. Don't know who. September 2022, there is a Twitter DM where Brax essentially asks Atsu about some subtweets that Atsu made on an alternate account.
I did hear that though. I did hear he's a big subtweeter. That's like one thing I do know is that he's big on subtweeting.
Clout chasing and a bunch of other shit.
Right.
that he saw. And basically, Brax is like, okay, so
never
like,
subtweet. Tell them to their face.
Do you like me? I feel like you don't really like me. And Atsu makes it abundantly clear that he does not fuck with Brax at all.
Damn.
To him personally, right? This is in September 2022.
I don't fuck with you.
In October of 2022, Brax asked for advice on a Hoyo opportunity from Atsu. And then that opportunity is pulled afterward. Atsu confirmed with Asmongold Live that he had asked Hoyo about it. No proof is there that it was sabotaged by Atsu. And Brax has since then had opportunities with Hoyoverse separately from whatever this deal was.
I wonder if it's like because he asked, they might think that he would break NDA, maybe something like that. I don't really know.
My understanding is there seems to be some lack of clarity about that deal being pulled.
Right.
But to my knowledge, regardless of that, Brax has had plenty of work done with Hoyoverse since then.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in that creator server because he's always got like he just released a Firefly guide, so he's definitely in there.
That Brax ever specifically tried to say that Atsu blacklisted him from Hoyoverse. He said he was blacklisted from parties and events.
Oh damn!
Around Hoyoverse and by Hoyoverse.
Their parties probably aren't that fun, anyways.
Just like weird timing and not.
Or are they? I don't know. Maybe they're real ragers.
I don't think we can say that Atsu did that. You know what I mean? However, the fact that Atsu even reached out to Hoyo asking about Braxaphone's opportunity is sort of weird and unprofessional to me. Like, to me, I don't personally understand why you would do that, why you would reach out to Hoyoverse about somebody else's opportunity. Here nor there, there's no proof that Atsu did anything to cause that to happen. It's just more so that it does seem to have happened. July 2020.
If I were to take a guess, him asking about this is just completely speculation and completely an utter guess of someone who's not educated. What? If I were to guess, I would say that him asking about it probably put Hoyoverse off to asking him, and then it might seem like he broke their trust or something like that, because they probably have to sign like NDAs and stuff. But like, if at this point Atsu doesn't fuck with him, I don't know why he would have asked them, because he's got no loyalty towards Brax, or they don't even fuck with each other. I definitely wouldn't have asked him. I would have asked someone who I was closer with, but that's just me personally. Again, I also have hindsight. So maybe he was just like that guy to go to for this kind of information. Again, hindsight. This is all just speculation. Don't worry about it.
3 is when the Tuanto party happens. This was a
Tuanto
singular paragraph in Braxaphone's original document. I actually looked at it. It is literally 125 words out of a 5,200 word document. This has been blown way out of proportion about how much of a big deal this was and how angry Braxaphone was about this. It was used more so.
Fuck this party! I hate you all.
Thing that he was experiencing, but it was a very, very small part of the doc, and Atsu has sort of made it feel like this was like Brax was just so fucking mad that he didn't get invited to this thing.
He couldn't come to our party. He couldn't sit at our table.
Get invited to a party, which is, we can agree.
Was it even a good party?
But basically
that's what I'm wondering. Was it even a good party? Do they throw good parties? Well, I mean, they're all a bunch of Genshin players. Probably not.
+1 for that party. So somebody who is a +1 for someone else. So not really somebody who was specifically invited. Didn't seem to know that Brax was.
Do you think? Do you think they pick Mint at the Genshin parties? I'm sorry.
Not allowed to know that the party was happening.
I had an intrusive thought.
Was, like, weird and cliquey and high school, like teenager. Like, we can't let Jessica come to the party. She kills the vibe. So nobody tell Jessica about the party. She doesn't even go to our school. Like, it's very like that.
She don't even go
I
here.
don't think that +1 knew that she was not supposed to tell anybody about the party, or not supposed to tell Brax specifically. But Brax obviously heard about a party that probably had a lot of his friends and coworkers and asked if he could go. He was not allowed. But up until this point, my understanding is that Brax had been excluded from many events and continue to be excluded afterwards. I think to say that this is not weird, cliquey, exclusionary behavior is not true. This does seem to be on Toronto's part that he was not invited, not Atsu's, which was a fault of Brax's for assuming. But regardless, he was being excluded, and this is proven. Later in July 2023...
You know what? You don't need him anyways. Fuck him.
Atsu DMs the Bozo server. The Bozo server is a server basically of Atsu and his clique. He wants to call it not a clique. It's literally the definition of a clique, like the dictionary definition of what a clique is. He talks to the server of his clique, which is comprised of, let's see, Akron, Anthony Chen, BTMC, Bwap, Dish, Enviosity, Fishy Wishies,
no, that's probably wrong.
Lowe's Pro, Nekopi, Sikyo, Twanto X Life, and obviously.
I have no idea who any of these people are except for maybe Enviosity and Tuanto.
Obviously Atsu. And this was a
and Fob. Wait, no, I know who Fob Master is. No, never mind. Oh, okay, so I guess I know more people than I thought I did.
Atsu's own words was a server that was made for them, and he did not allow anyone else to join. They decided early on that no one else was allowed to join, including non-content creator partners of the people who were in there. But basically, Atsu just talks shit about Brax and laughs at him and makes fun of him, because Brax reached out to the Hoyo community managers about his feeling excluded. So we're gonna look at those DMs because it is relevant to the situation. Essentially, this is, I'll just read what Atsu says specifically. I can't believe I have to type this, but although I do not trust nor like him, if you want to be friends with Braxaphone, it is totally fine. You're allowed. I have been told he's going around to Hoyo for staff complaining I am not befriending him, and as a result, he cannot gain access. I assume other CCs too, but he asked those three to be a middleman to communicate with me when he could have just DM'd me like the last time he did. Anyway, after this whole deal, I have removed him from all my socials. I can't be asked. I've learned.
Wait, if you remove them from all your social... Oh, I guess this is after.
CBA means I'm not British.
CBA means... Is that a British thing? I just know that a lot of League players say that. CBA. Can't be asked, yeah.
With people like him. But likewise, to Tectone or whoever else, I hope people do
I, for some reason, keep my pulse on the lingo for League players.
Essentially, Atsu is saying that Brax has reached out to 3 Hoyoverse community managers that have reached out to him. Brax said that it was 2. One of them was specifically trying to reach out to Atsu later on. This was the last time. And then the other time that Braxaphone mentions is sort of just venting about feeling like he was excluded because he was, in fact, excluded. So that seems kind of like a relevant thing to do. You feel like you're being excluded from a community regarding a game developer's game. You would reach out to the community manager to try to resolve that, or to vent your frustration.
Nah, fuck. You know what, Brax? Fuck him, bro. What you need to do is make your own friends with blackjack and hookers.
Brax said it was only 2.
You don't need these people, bro.
He said, she said there, but whatever.
Who am I talking to? They don't even hang out anymore.
The most insane thing to do, in my opinion, especially if he'd been blocked. I don't know. But this is obviously, Atsu's talking shit, making Brax look weird as fuck, and they do kind of make fun of him and laugh at him. That is what it is. It's in the DMs.
It's what it is.
It yourself. February 3rd, 2024 is when Brax posts his document in the middle of the the Genshin.
The gacha civil war, the gacha battle royale. Chat, we need a new gacha battle royale where we just take on everybody and fight people.
At the beginning of the year. Multiple
that would be a terrible idea.
Come out confirming that he had been excluded due to Atsu's dislike of them.
We need a whole bunch of gacha community members and content creators and just put them on a game of Fortnite and let them resolve it that way.
I know of were Dish, and I believe Tuwanto said something to Brax.
Or Tekken, one of the two.
The thing is, Tuwanto seems to be sort of two-faced and just fucking hate Braxaphone for a mistake that he made regarding the VTuber Saki. Dish seems like she was genuinely sort of concerned about it and sad that it had happened and accountability for.
You know what, Tuano, you're gonna have to let that one go, dog. I'm just gonna be real with you. You're gonna have to make peace with that.
Since then, has also put out more tweets, sort of clarifying, like, we all wanted to hold him accountable. A lot of us were very upset by this. I was very upset by this. This was a very clear sentiment that they felt bad for how Braxaphone had been treated and for how he felt about it. Tuwanto, I don't remember what he said or where. I know that he had said something, but it seems like Tuwanto was also part of this problem and seems to have been like the mysterious third person.
The third person.
55-page document before. So
I ain't reading all that.
Shrug my shoulders on that one. Don't know what to say there. Atsu more or less confirmed on Asmon's stream.
I saw that. Actually, I did see that because this is when I learned all about this, was when he went on Asmon's stream. Also, ironically, this is when I found Hexjuice. Is around this time because she said she put a video. I think it was like Tectone is based or something like that. Somewhere around there is when I actually found about Hexjuice.
Some influence on who gets.
And now she's doing great. She's making it. Shout to Hexjuice.
This is also confirmed in his new doc. There's a lot of other shit said. It's like a 3-hour-long video.
It was long.
Watch it. Y'all know what happened. There was so.
I think I was playing Pal World. Was I? No, I actually don't know.
June 8th, Atsu posts his most recent document, and June 9th, Brax posted his most recent document, which was yesterday.
Oh, right, that was yesterday.
Also yesterday, Atsu went on
Cries on live for several hours. So that's funny.
Thus far, the entire.
Just Atsu was a pussy for like 10 hours straight.
That's Atsu funny. And Brax timeline sort of, cleaned up.
Right.
I hope this helps find some clarity for people because I think it's really hard to track like the actual order of events. I think it's abundantly clear that Atsu did in fact do quite a bit of manipulation and shit talking with Braxaphone. This has been proven on multiple occasions. He's shown it in his own document. His friends have shown it in their DMs as well. So do I think that Atsu has this make or break power? I don't know. It would be kind of wild if not. Do I think that Atsu held a significant amount of social influence?
I think he definitely had social influence if he's going to be that big, right?
Yes, absolutely. Reason I think that is because Atsu has demonstrated that and his friends have demonstrated that in their DMs as well.
Right.
I hope that
I feel like a lot of like the top gacha CCs have like the social influence, right? Because they're the ones who, because I feel like a lot of gacha viewers just kind of bounce between streamers, so if the bigger streamers say something, they're probably gonna like listen to them.
Guys, I tried to be as fair and detailed as I possibly could. There's only so much I can do, and so much of it is he said, she said bullshit. But yeah, that's what I've got. I hope this helps. Be safe, drink water, take care of yourself, check in on your
no, I refuse to drink water.
Friends. See how they're doing today. You know that one friend
they're fine.
that you
don't
talk
probably
to as much as you should? Reach out to them and see how they're doing. Maybe play a little game with them. I don't know. I will see you guys next
They're fine. They're playing Tarkov, so probably they're not fine. Anyways, so that was definitely so that was the entire timeline from what I'm understanding. I mean, and I don't understand much, but man, this is a whole lot of. And the whole thing with the clique thing, I feel like it's fine to have your own clique, because even I have that. I have my own. Well, I guess it's because it's more of I see a clique as just like a group of homies. I don't really see it as like a place where you like exclude people. It's just me and the boys sit around, play Tarkov, and say a lot of bad words at the game. But if you're really if you're really going around and like keeping people from having opportunities with companies like that, then yeah, that's where it becomes a problem. Like excluding people and staying to yourselves, I think that's fine, because I kind of stay to myself because I have no gacha friends. Please, any gacha creator friends. But I guess it's different because I'm saying that I'm open to meeting people, so people who are just like holding themselves off and keeping people from like how do you call it? Keeping people from getting opportunities and meeting other people. Like if you guys are at the top and you're like, we don't want new people in our group, we're gonna keep the top for ourselves, then yeah, I guess that's when it becomes a problem. But I mean, Hex did a good job with this video. This was amazing video, and I'm so glad she took the time out to do this, because I myself would not read this. I know there's a new document coming out that came out that was like a huge one from Atsu. I didn't read a single word of it. I just watched people describe it, and I got my information from there. But you know what, chat? That was the video. That was the timeline. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I will catch you gamers in the next one. Bye.